Hello, this reading is going to be for Virgo. This is going to be your end of month. We're going to see what we have for you. Like that card flipped in reverse. It did. You already know. Um, what else do we have? We have nature. We have patience. We're going to see what else we have. We have time to create, and we have acceptance. We're going to take those cards. So hold on 1 second, Virgo. Okay, so we do have acceptance, upright, and time to create, and patience. Since nature, I haven't, no one has got that card yet, so we're gonna see what's for nature. What can we get for nature? So I sometimes read that as nature, going out of nature, but I also read that as something being natural to you, like a natural gift, a natural talent, or something just naturally coming to you. So we'll see what they have to say for it. Justice. So there it is. It's just natural for you to have justice on your side. It's just natural for you to receive. It's just a natural thing. But that's also like being out of nature will help you figure out like where your justice is coming from or what the justice is about. But we can see like but this is like a person who like plays fair anyway. So like it's like a fair win. So life is going to be fair to you because you're fair. We have abundance, which is that's dealing with a lot of people. We have worry, we have balance, and we have futility. So and we have master. So like with that, that's like you mastering like how to deal with a lot of people, different type of people that like may try to come against you for no reason because that's useless. Um, but like you're still able to stay balanced. Like we have reconciliation at the bottom of the deck, so it's like people that may have turned on you before or may have been against you. It's like them. It's almost like when you get your justice, it's like them worried about how they can reconcile with you. It's almost like somebody who thought you were in the wrong, but then when they see you're in the right, they try to, I don't want to say jump on a bandwagon, but they try to have your side again. So it's like a person or people that might think that you're wrong at first, so then they're painting you as the villain. But then when they see that you're right, they paint you as the superhero. So it's like, okay. What's for you I already know in reverse, but like all these cards just turned over. Okay. We're gonna leave that here. This is the Queen of Cups. We'll just do this like this for now. We have the filmmaker. So I feel like you don't know that there's the ruin is in reverse, the universe is in reverse, and the idea is in reverse. So you probably not aware that people like you might know that people do this to you, but you might not just be aware that that's what happens. So some people who feel like you're the villain at first, they don't say that they feel that way, but like I feel like they show it. Like, and I feel like they amplify you being the villain a lot until they actually realize that you're not the villain, you're the superhero, and then they come and try to apply you. But like for this balance and this worry, I feel like they might just be worried that you're going to figure out because you don't know at this point in time. Because it's almost like you don't look that much into it. Like it's almost like people who disagree with you or see you as the villain. You're not trying to ask them like, why do you think I'm the villain? It's like, okay, you see me as the villain, so I guess I'm the villain in your book. It's like you don't dig that deep to want to know why they think you're a villain. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, Virgo, you're actually a superhero. And then you're not asking them neither. Okay, so why today you feel like I'm the superhero? It's like you don't care either way because you know what you are, but you don't care what they think you are. But we have ruin in reverse, we have universe in reverse, and we have idea in reverse. So, but that goes back to me saying one day they see you as a villain, Virgo, and one day they see you as a superhero. So I don't know. Maybe you have a lot of capes that you wear, and so they're only seeing your capes. They're not even seeing you for real because this is like an illusion. Like people seeing stuff how they want to see it, but that don't bother you because it's ruining reverses. Like they're not stopping what you're doing because they have an opinion of you. That's just it. But this is the universe. Like it's in reverse. It's almost like I feel like they can't continue doing this to you though. It's almost like the universe putting a stop to it. They don't want to see you. They don't want you to like have to go through this even behind closed doors. Like, what? This is ideas in reverse. But that goes back to me saying the same people that feel like Virgo, you're ruining stuff from us. You're trying to start stuff, even if it's new things. You're trying to bring about a new idea that we don't want to be a part of. And then it flips again. These are people who, like, first they looking at it that way, then they looking at it that way. These are people who, they don't know what to believe, Virgo. But we did have the Queen of Cups. That's emotional fulfillment. That's them. That's you being emotionally strong, regardless. Like you're aware of your emotions. That's the Knight of Cups as well. That's the Seducer. So you bring about emotional support for some reason. Like even though that's like them seeing you as the villain, but then wind up needing you because you have the justice on your side. Them coming back regardless because you have the justice on your side. Let's keep going. What's for patience? Success and satiety. That's you having like something that you've taking your time with, like taking your time with your success, or something that took a long time to come in, or something that you were patient with. The death is at the bottom. That's the ego card. Something that you patiently worked on against all odds, but that brought you like happiness, emotional fulfillment. That's the Ten of Cups. This is something that you're proud of, regardless of how people feel about it. So this could be like critics who feel like your work is against the grain, and then the next day they feel like it's for the grain. I don't get it. They feel like you Batman and Robin. Or you Batman and the Joker. Because Batman and Robin on the same team. But you Batman and the Joker. I don't know why they feel like that. But I mean, what's for time to create? But it's because of what they see. Like how they're seeing it. Remember, the Prince of Cups is somebody who makes things look a certain way. So somebody's making you look a certain way regardless. And it just goes down a chain of events to where people are like, okay, today you feel like Virgo's like this, so we feel like that too. Then the next day they're like, well, you know what? Virgo's kind of cool. Now everybody done changed their opinion of you again. Like they have no one solid opinion of you. But I just said like you may wear many capes. So that may make people feel they don't know how to feel about you. And like even if it's not many capes, like you might not be doing, you might have different business ventures or different ideas, or either like you're a mother and a chef, or a mother and you and a business person. So your motherly language is different from your business language. Your motherly outfits are different from your business outfits, and they're just like they don't know how to feel because you have so many different ways to you. But it's all in a day's work. Is what I'm going to say. But them having an opinion about you, I don't even know why that is a thing. You know, for time to create, we have failure. Let's see what that is about. But you do have justice. I'm going to tell you, you did have justice. And it's natural for you to get justice. So, like, even when you fail, or even if they fail to make you fail, you still get justice just for having to go through that. Some stuff you don't even know is happening because there's people behind the scenes or somewhere else talking about you and your work or what you do and how they feel about it. Quick, at the bottom of the deck, we have quick, Um, but this is the Hierophant. This is my God card. This is pleasure. This is fortitude. This is the Hangman. This is the higher self. So I feel like if you created something and it failed, God is here to like make it pleasant again, but also make you more courageous to try again. Um, or even making you courageous enough to see why it failed or what was going on, because this is the higher self. So originally some things aren't supposed to fail, but again I say there are critics. You know how they do the movie critics? The movie critics would be like, this is not a good movie for you guys to watch, and they'll rate it a like 2 out of 5, and do you go watch it and you like, I actually love that movie, I think it's a 5 out of 5. So sometimes like critics don't have, like they can have biased opinions. Like is they rating it low based on what they believe it should be. So that's how people are doing you work. They're rating you based on what they think, or in this scenario what they heard. But you still, I mean, I can't say it enough. You still have justice because they have no valid reason as to why they're rating you like this. But this is like seeing things from a different perspective and seeing like why you failed. It's not always what you did or what you said. It's how people feel about it. Sometimes we fail, like sometimes there are failures in life just because the people around us were not in agreement with what we did or what we said, or you might have pitched your idea to the wrong investor and they just slammed your idea and you like, wow, okay, so that idea is a failure. But God is still like, no, that what you're creating is not a failure. It's the places you're putting it in, or the people that's around you, or what they're going around saying. They're like spreading your business in a different thing, or saying like they don't know if you suitable because they seen you speaking in a motherly language one day. So how can you have business comprehension? And it's like you might have been talking goo goo gaga one day, but that's because you have children. What language do they understand if their baby's too goo goo gaga? I have to speak like that because I have children. But that wasn't the day that you were supposed to be listening to me anyway, or that conversation didn't belong to that person. You was listening in on another conversation I was having with somebody else about something else, and you formulated an opinion of me based on that conversation with this other person, which you shouldn't have done, or they shouldn't have done. But nevertheless, we have courage here. So this is God saying that you can still be courageous and like pursue whatever you want to pursue, and know that's going to be pleasant. And even like romantically, like you're going to have, like you can be courageous romantically to try something again, like because you're able to see things from a different perspective. Or like if somebody's trying to pursue you, like they're looking at all different ways of who you are, like outside of your failures or whatever. And like I don't see nothing. I don't think they see, but it's like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. This person don't see nothing wrong with you. But you might have to be courageous to involve yourself in romantic situations with this person, or just be um open to the possibilities of romance itself. Romance is not all sex, it's just romance, like being swept off your feet, and God is here and he's aware of that. But that goes back to you having the justice over this, like over these things. What's for acceptance? Oh, and not whatever, child. So what's for acceptance? Or like Virgo, if you just had an off day and you just were like, you know what, I'm having an off day, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I'm gonna do it this way because that's how you feel like doing it. Somebody saw you on an off day and felt like that was your best. It's like what he said. Even at my worst, I'm at your best, flaws and all. Standing tall, I won't fold. Like that was Future. Even in my worst, I'm at your best. This is your best. My worst is your best, so to speak. That's what he said in the song. But they might have seen you on an off day and felt like, that's why I said you go from being the villain to the superhero. I don't know why that concept is coming up. So they see you on your worst day, on an off day. And like sure enough, when you're a mom, like you might do have an off day, but it's like I can't just not do what I'm supposed to do because like I'm having an off day. I still got to get it done, and they may have judged you on that. And then when you got back on your good day, they're like, oh no, we love Virgo. So these are people who they have duplicity about you, not you. They have a complex about you. But anyway, for acceptance, we have the hacker. So like just accept that like people are watching you and like they're like studying you and they might just be critical of you. I'm not really sure why. But this is like if you're trying to like put a product out or you trying to do something that can like help people, or even if like if you're in the public eye, so you have to accept that there's going to be criticism. I'm pretty sure you already know there's going to be criticism. There's going to be days where they love what you have to offer and days where they're like, we not here for that, Virgo. Or they might love your gift or be like, you ain't gifted at all. That's just what it is. You're just gonna have to accept it. And you might eat, I mean, but God is here, so it's not like something's wrong. Y'all know what? Like I'm squinting my eyes, so it's like I can see, but something is doing something. It's just like something is making me squint my eye. So somebody like their perception of you, Doug, because we have the Prince of Cups right there. Their perception of you is off because we have the Prince of Cups who only sees things a certain way or make it look a certain way. Somebody could be squinting their eye at you, or somebody who like need like correct the vision or something. Probably can't even see the whole picture. But something's making me squint my eye. Like I literally okay, but whatever. But this that might be important to somebody to like get their eyes checked or something, either you or somebody else. But like at the same time, just accept that people are watching you and they might can't even see, like even staring at the computer too long. So if it's something like on social media or something, like you can't be looking at the computer too long or the light too long because it messed up your vision. They might have been looking at you too long anyway if they know these different parts of you. So what's for the hacker? But as soon as I got to your area, just something was just telling me, like not telling me, but my eyes just started doing it. I don't know why. But we have luxury and we have valor. So these are people watching you, but at the same time, like they might try to compete with you, or they might try to disturb your peace because it's somebody who's sitting up there able to like sit up. There's somebody that might try to disturb your peace because I feel like even with them suspecting you to be the villain or trying to ruin you or the things like that or seeing, they want that to affect you. Like the critics that criticize you or even friends or family or whatever they put out on you, they want that to stop you. But like you're still going. You might be going a little, you might be being a little bit more patient, going a little bit slower because you're trying to observe everything. Because say you did hear the criticism, say you caught wind of it, or you understand that there's critics out there, that has made you like pace yourself. So it's not like you stopped altogether. You just started moving, like being more conscious of the way you move and just moving a little bit slower. And so you still gonna bring about some success. It might not be quick success. It might take a while, but it's like you still gonna have success in the Ten of Cups and emotional like fulfillment. And so these people are trying to like divert you in a sense to make you not do nothing. And I don't know why. Or that was their goal. Because I did say like you still get justice. So like, and we do have word right there. So I just feel like these people might just want to worry you or might make you feel like what you're doing is useless. But you so balanced, you so poised, like you like it might be useless to you. Like I said, they critics when they do the movies, they be like, "Oh, this is a 2 out of 5," and you go there, and you like, "I didn't see, I thought it was a 5 out of 5." We got the 5 right there. I thought it was a 5 out of 5. So it's all in how people see it. Everybody has their different perception, their different truth, their different. Everybody got their different reasons to why they do what they do, and you do too, and you should be able to have that. But I think these people are wanting to um, divert you or try to make you change your mind about something because they changed their mind about something. Like they changed their mind, like they think you the villain and they think you the superhero, but they want you to feel what they think about you. I don't want to just think this about you. I want you to feel it, bro. I want you to feel like you're a villain. And you don't know this because you're just moving on with your life. Like you may not feel like I don't feel no ways. Even though they're calling me the villain, they're calling me whatever they're calling me. I don't feel like that's me. Therefore, I'm not gonna just completely shut down because they think that. You have justice. So it's gonna come out anyway that you're not nothing what people thought. As you remain balanced and being poised, like natural. Like you may have naturally gone through this for a while in your life where people think one thing, then they think another. You're like, I'm just used to people not knowing how to feel about me. That's just it. They don't know how to feel about you or what to think about you. But they want you to know, like, Virgo, we want you to know that we feel like this about you. I don't know. And it's like, why though? Why? You can keep your opinions and your come and see us. We all can. But they wanted to like stop you or bring you down. And this just like not what's going to happen. But we do have acceptance, so that you have to accept that people will try to like hack you and like try to compete. But like at the same time of them feeling like that, they competing with you. So if you're a villain, they want to be a bigger villain. Because like not you're a villain, but if they feel like you're a villain, they're like, oh, Virgo's been a villain, so we're gonna be a bigger villain. And you over here in your own world, you're not even realizing that people feel like you're a villain and trying to be a bigger villain. You just like, why are they acting like that? Because they trying to out villain you, and you're like, I'm the superhero. And so today you're the superhero, and it's like now they're trying to out superhero you, and you're like, you probably don't title any of that. There's no title to who you are. You're just you. Whatever. So even though they have their thoughts towards you, they have competitive tendencies towards you as well. Just to disturb your peace. That's it though. Like we want to disturb your peace, Virgo, and we want you to know that we're trying to disturb your peace. So just be aware that childhood home. So this could be people from your past. Remember where you're from and who you really are. They may feel like you've moved on with your life and you're making things happen, and they, don't feel like you should be able to do that. But remember, you have justice. So this is like a part of your alignment. This is balance in your life. This is God here authorizing these things happening in your life. And it's just some people who feel like it shouldn't happen because, like I said, they feel like it one day you were the villain. They feel like, no, Virgo, you in the wrong. Then the next day it's like the justice is naturally you weren't in the wrong. Like you were balanced. So basically it just don't make sense for people to try to judge you or put you in a category because they can. We shouldn't do that to nobody, right? But that happens. That's just, I don't want to say that's just life, but people do that. They preconceived notion. That's what it is. They're doing that. They shouldn't do that. But they're realizing, or they're gonna realize that that's useless because that's not fair. Justice is being fair. Like judging you before they know you just based off your actions or what you did or what they see, that's not fair to you. Like you have a whole story of your own. Everybody got their own story. It's the problem is they're not recognizing your story. They're just recognizing your movements and basing you off of the moves that you make. Basically. Without knowing your full story. But you're not telling them your story. Because that's not a part of your goal. Like your goals in life and your stories, I think you separate things in your life. Like when I said you have your mommy language and you have your business language. Those two things are separate. And you only tie them together if you're supposed to. You know how they say bring your child to work day? That's the only time when your mommy language will be seen by your business partners. Or if you're actually talking to your child. But other than that, but nevertheless, we do have like pleasure right here, like a romantic partner that may be trying to come in. That's probably trying to be courageous to come in. They may have had to think about things differently because they may have your relationship may have failed in the past, and they're trying to get like your win you back or win you over. God is here watching over you, so I don't think this person's going to try any funny business. This person may have been praying and talking to God, and this person may have permission from spirit to like at least try again with you because it is romance by God. So, or it might just be a new lover that you encounter that God is here with. They kind of have permission to like have a romance, like go out on a date. Remember, romance is like going out on a date, doing stuff like that. So that's what I have for you, Virgo.